finish Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. This one fielded at the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defense. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Herb Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. And that's pulled in by St. Brown over the middle.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Looking to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out,
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
The Bengals at 9-4 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And he He's up past the 10 to about the 12. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's complete to Turner. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
2nd and 9 now. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They go play action here on first down.
This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd down and 3.
He'll look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. And say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you look at your play.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. James Mitchell, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 75. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back with a touchdown, 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't.
Now Burrow loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
From the 27, Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll set up to throw.
That's out to the flat for Swift.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. They'll try and throw for it, and this is going to be caught. It's good, and that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 5 now.
Burrow. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel...
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now Burrow down around his goal line. Buying time to his left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Burrow will throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right?
Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
He will find his man Chase complete. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To the air again, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Daxton Hill puts it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this the holiday season because here we are in the season of giving, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
That's caught one more time by Boyd.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
11 mighty.
They're going to look to throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Smith Jr. a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're going to a 1-score game.
to the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now an option play on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. On the option to give to Swift here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 40, the 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Here's Burrow. He'll go right back to chase. That's caught again. Burrow.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now. First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but